Okay, so whenever we start with an isometric projection, so I have taken a problem, a simple problem which is there in your assignment. Okay, if you refer the assignment number 6 in your lab manual, assignment number 6 is there, isometric projection. This problem you have to solve it on paper. Okay, but we'll start with this problem. I'll just draw this problem on AutoCAD, and then you can draw it on a play on in your assignment book. Okay, so few settings which we have to do in for drawing an isometric. That is, first thing is go to snap setting. In snap setting option, switch on snap. Then you'll observe that your cursor changes to two color, that is red and green. Okay, and whenever we are working with isometric snap, if I want to change the plane, then F5 is the key. With the help of F5, I can just change the plane. Okay, so if I press F5, top plane, right plane, and left plane will be available. Okay, so whenever we are starting with an isometric projection, there the origin is very important. So you will find that each problem there is an O, right? The origin is there. With the help of this origin, you will be able to identify where exactly we are going to draw the on which side, what will be our orientation problem. Okay, this origin will help us to draw the exact location, means where we are going to draw our front view, top view, or side view. Wait, I'll just connect with my PowerPoint presentation also, so that simultaneously I can draw it on plain paper also. So I'll explain you both the terminology in AutoCAD as well as on plain paper. Suppose if you want to draw it on a paper, how you are going to draw it? For that, okay, is my screen visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I'm selecting this problem for today's practical session. So I will draw it on a paper as well as in AutoCAD. Both the places I'll complete this. Yes. So in this, I was explaining about the concept of origin. Yes, everyone, please concentrate now. This is very important. Whenever you are going to start with an isometric drawing, the concept of origin is very important. Okay. So yes. So whenever we start with isometric drawing, first is the projection. We have to take up faint projection lines. Okay. And we'll draw, suppose if we are drawing on a plain paper, then in that case, we have to first draw horizontal line. Okay. Which will be representing, we'll use a scale and all for drawing. So same problem you have to draw on paper as well as in AutoCAD. So first draw horizontal line, then selecting a point origin O, you select the origin O. So on that horizontal line, I have selected a point. This is my origin. Then draw 30-degree line. Okay. So this here I will represent 30-degree inclined line on right side, left side. Similarly, 30-degree inclined line on right side. So the included angle is 120 degree. Included angle is 120 degree. Yes, now this is important. So this will be my origin O. Okay, here the angle is 30 degree. Here the angle is 30 degree. And whichever problem I'm going to solve will be repeated in a 120 degree angle. Okay, so this is the first step whenever we start with an isometric drawing. Yes, now tell me what is the maximum length, width, and height of this problem? Can anyone tell me maximum length, width, and height?
Length 100.
Maximum length is 100 millimeter. Okay. Maximum width is
50.
50 millimeter. And maximum height is
50.
50 millimeter. So with the help of this, we found out that maximum length is 100 millimeter, width is 50 millimeter, and height is 50 millimeter. This will represent our height, this will represent our width, and this will represent our length, because this is the front view and top view is given. Then in isometric, we have to identify where is the origin. So here is the origin. So that we have identified. Now, whenever the origin is on the left of a given question, can you see this origin is on left side of a given question? So our viewing direction X will be on the right side. Okay, this will be the X direction. So please take care of that. Whenever the O is on the right side, suppose if O is on the right side, imagine that O is on right side, what will happen? Our viewing direction will be on the left. Okay, so that changes you have to take. So we are going to and we are going to draw the front view of a given problem. Okay, so maximum, suppose if I want to start a front view of this problem, then I will start with the origin, right? O. So here I have to draw a vertical line. Okay, I will draw a vertical line whose length is 50 millimeter. So I will draw a vertical line. It should be now. It will take some time because I will use a scale. Okay. Okay. So here I will draw a vertical line whose length is 50 millimeter. So I will draw a vertical line whose length is 50 millimeter. Then after drawing and and increase the thickness of it so that it should be visible, because this is the object line. Thickness of that line is okay. So this is the object line. Then similarly, how much is the width? Width is again 50 millimeter. Leaving 50 millimeter space, I will again draw a vertical line. Okay, so this two lines, height is same, 50 millimeter, 50 millimeter. Then after that, in isometric, there are only three types of line. One is a 30-degree inclined line towards right, 30-degree inclined line towards left, and a vertical line. With the help of these lines, we will be able to draw any of the problem. Now suppose if I want to, I have drawn this vertical line. Okay, here the origin is starting from this point, origin. So here I have drawn this. Then the curvature part, we will draw it later on. Okay, so then the rear, when we observe it from top, I have drawn this. Now I want to connect these two lines. So again, 30-degree inclined line, you have to set your roller scale. So for that, we require a roller scale. Set your roller scale parallel to it. Okay, now see, I have to draw it accurately. If I'm drawing with some reference, then see, here I have to connect this small distance. Okay, then I want to connect this now 30 millimeter. So draw 30 millimeter line here, 30 millimeter line, which is parallel to this 30-degree, right? These lines are parallel. Always it will be parallel to each other. Okay, then after that, you connect these 2 points. After that, you connect these 2 points. So you will get the top face of that object. So what I have drawn this face. Okay, here vertical line 50 millimeter, 30 millimeter. Then this again 50 millimeter, that is width. So here we'll draw the width. This will be the length, and this will be the height. Okay, are you getting it? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So this is the method which we are using to draw it on a plain paper, right? I will show it in AutoCAD also. First, let us complete the method which we are following. If I want to draw this on plain paper, then how do it? And at present, I will not draw this curvature, this semicircle. I will skip this. Okay, at present, because I have not yet taught the method to draw a circle in isometric. Okay, so I will connect it as a plain line. Then after doing this, I want to draw this vertical line. Okay, so how we are going to connect this vertical line now? So for that, okay, so if I want to connect this vertical line now, so how we are going to connect? So for that, you calculate how much is the distance. So 50 minus 20, this vertical distance is how much? 30 millimeter. So from this point, you have to draw a vertical line whose length is 30 millimeter. Okay, so draw 30 millimeter straight line, which will be vertical. Then after that, you have to draw an inclined line, 100 millimeter inclined line, 30-degree incline, 100 millimeter line, whose inclination will be again 30 degree, but parallel to the right isoplane. So I will set my scale 30-degree incline, and I will draw 100 millimeter line from this point. Okay, I have to draw 100 millimeter line from this point. Here it will be. Okay, so this is that point. Then from this point, I have a line again. And what will be the length of that line? Can anyone guess how much will be this length? What will be the length of this line?
20.
Yes, correct, 20 millimeter. Then connect these 2 points. With straight line, you have to connect these 2 points. Okay, so now this is 30 millimeter. Now you don't have to write the dimension. In isometric, you don't have to dimensioning. This is for reference. Dimensioning which I am giving in the problem is just for your reference. You don't have to write that dimension. Okay, to make you understand, I am writing this dimension in red. Whichever I am writing, that is just for reference. Okay, you don't have to write that. So when you suppose if I want to draw the front view of this, okay, in X direction, suppose if I want to draw the front view, you will get 30 millimeter horizontal line, 50 millimeter vertical. Yes, this 50 millimeter vertical you will get, then 100 millimeter horizontal and 20 millimeter vertical. So this portion you can easily draw, right? Then let us connect this now, the remaining portion. So for that, here again you have to set a roller scale parallel to 30-degree inclined line to the left isoplane. Okay, set it parallel. Okay, I will draw it here again. You have to draw 50-millimeter line now. 50-millimeter inclined line you have to show. Then find out the midpoint of this. Okay, you can easily connect the midpoint, find out the midpoint, and I will draw the center line. Inclined center line you have to draw. So this is the center line. And if I am using the AutoCAD, then I can draw a line and I can use the offset command. I can easily connect. But if I am not using the AutoCAD, then what you have to do, how much is this thickness? 10 millimeter. So 5 millimeter on this side, 5 millimeter on the other side. With scale, you can measure 5 millimeter here, 5 millimeter on the other side. And with scale, you have to connect these 2 points. Okay, connect these 2 points. Done. After that, after connecting it, set roller scale 30 to right isoplane. Okay, draw this line. So this will be the rear face. So I have to show it. So it will be ending up to here. And one more thing in isometric, we don't have to show the hidden lines. The benefit of isometric is no hidden lines will be shown. Okay, so somewhat like this you will get that feature. So this is the change in the surface, right? Here the surface is vertical, here the surface is horizontal. So whenever there is a change in the surface, you have to show a dark line. That line I am representing. Okay, and this is that rib. So if I want to draw the top view of this, you will get somewhat like this, right? Now this is the completely reverse of orthographic projection. What we are doing, 2 views are given. With that 2 views, we are converting into isometric. Okay, the 3D problem. Now we want to draw this slot. Up to here difficulty. Can you draw this on paper? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Can you draw this much part? Any difficulty up to this? Can I continue further?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now I want
Yes.
to draw this slot. Okay. How much is the slot thickness? It is 20 millimeter from this edge, and the lower end is of 30 millimeter, right? So directly I cannot draw this slot. Okay. So for that I have to calculate the distance, because the angle doesn't remain same in isometric. The angle will change. So what I can do, I can do one construction. Okay, so for that I will take 30 millimeter from these 2 points. Okay, the distance between them is 30 millimeter, which is given. From here I'll draw inclined line, inclination of 45 degree. How much? 45 degree. Here of inclination is 45 degree. Okay, and height is how much? 10 millimeter. You have to draw a parallel line whose height is 10 millimeter. This distance is how much? 10 millimeter. You have to redraw this. Okay, now can we measure this distance? You measure this distance. How much is that distance? You have to calculate, draw it, and then calculate it. Okay, so after doing this, so what I'll do, I'll name this distance as a distance, because I am not drawing it with actual dimension. I'll say this distance as a distance. Okay, you have to calculate that distance. How you are going to calculate? First, take 2 points at a distance of 30 millimeter, draw inclined line 45 degree. 45 degree means this portion you have to redraw it. Redraw this portion. When you redraw this portion, with the help of drawing, you can easily measure this. Okay, distance. Now let us transfer those points on the actual drawing. So here, take 20 millimeter distance first. Okay, so this, I have taken this 20 millimeter distance from here because it is given in the question. 20 millimeter from this point to this point, the distance is 20 millimeter. So I will take that 20 millimeter distance. Then from that point, how much is the total distance? 30 millimeter. So I will get 30 millimeter distance here. Okay. So I will get 2 points. These are the 2 points. You don't have to highlight those points, just for understanding I am doing that. Then you can locate the midpoint of that. You can locate the midpoint of that. Then you can draw an axis, just a vertical line you can draw with the help of faint projection line. Okay, with the help of faint projection line, take a 10 millimeter. Okay, draw a 10 millimeter parallel line. Okay, this is 10 millimeter parallel line. Then once you get the midpoint, okay, this side distance will be a by 2, here the distance will be a by 2. So you mark that a by 2 distance here, you mark a by 2 distance here. Just you transfer that distance, whatever the a dimension is there, you transfer that dimensions. Once you get that dimension, okay, once you get these 2 points, then you can draw a straight horizontal line, okay, 30-degree line, connect 2 points. You have to connect these 2 points. The angle will not remain same, angle will be different. Okay, once you connect this, erase this. Okay, once erase this portion I can draw here, also this portion I can draw. Then if I want to show the effect of that edge, right, so I have to draw a horizontal line, so that it will say that this edge is going to continue, and this edge should be parallel to this 30-degree incline line, right? See, isometric equation. Can you draw this now? Only the part which is remaining is the semicircle here. Okay, semicircle which we are going to draw. I will, in the next slide, I will show you how to draw the semicircle. Any difficulty on a plain paper? Are you able to draw it on a plain paper? Can you try? Can you give a try for solving this problem on a plain paper? In a classwork book, you have to solve this problem. Up to can easily solve. Only the part which is remaining, that is semicircle. Okay, that semicircle part you have to. I will in the next slide I will show you how to draw a semicircle in isometric. Okay, now the question arises, where are the hidden lines? Okay, so in isometric we don't show any hidden line. That is the first advantage. The second advantage of isometric, we don't have to give dimensioning. In orthographic projection we were showing the dimensions, right? One second. Okay, we were showing dimensioning. This is 50 millimeter, this is right. So that thing is not there in isometric. Is it clear? Yes, no reply. What is happening?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Everyone is silent.
Yes, sir.
Sir, can you please include AutoCAD of 2014 and 15 as it is compact? Okay, 2014-15 I will try. Okay, if I have a file, I'll upload. Sir, I am having AutoCAD 12. Oh, fine. You can use AutoCAD 2000 to 2022. Whatever AutoCAD you want, you can use that. Okay, AutoCAD 22. Fine. I will upload files are there. I will post it here. And if any one of you have the AutoCAD, suppose if someone is having AutoCAD 12, right? So you can share the file. Rohit, am I audible?
Sir, I am having AutoCAD 2012 file on PC. I want it on laptop, so that's why I want to 2014.
So you don't have this setup file with you?
No.
Okay, if anyone have a setup file of AutoCAD 12, 13, 14, 15, whatever file are there, you can directly post in that soft folder, right? Google Drive folder, you can paste it in that folder so that it will be available for everyone. Okay, even I'll try to get AutoCAD, whichever file is compatible with Windows 7, I will try to upload that in that folder. Okay, others also, those who have AutoCAD, whichever file you have setup file, you can post it in that drive so that it will be accessible to everyone.
That's the answer.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, please post your attendance in the chat box. Okay, so coming back to our problem. So can you try this for homework? Yes, everyone. I want a reply from your side.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
सर वो ए डिस्टेंस का एक और बार बताओ ना जरा.
ए डिस्टेंस को क्या करना है पता है क्या? ये एज इट इज जो है ना वो ड्रॉ करना है. ठीक है, मैं बताता हूँ. देखो क्या करना है. ए डिस्टेंस मुझे कैलकुलेट करने के लिए आई विल टेक पॉइंट फ्रॉम दैट पॉइंट. ये तो रैंडमली लाइन में ऐसे ही ड्रॉ कर दिया. ये यहाँ का ये लाइन है. ओके, आई विल ड्रॉ 45 डिग्री इंक्लाइन लाइन हियर. दिस इंक्लिनेशन इज 45 डिग्री. ओके, देन faint projection line, I will draw your faint projection line, horizontal faint projection line. Then I'll take a distance of 30 millimeter. From this point, I will take 30 millimeter because this distance is given as 30 millimeter. So I'll take 30 millimeter. From there also I'll draw an inclined line whose inclination is how much? 45 degree. Okay, I'll continue with this line. Means what I have drawn now, these two edges I have drawn. Okay, then after that you have to set your scale parallel to this line and draw a 10 millimeter parallel line. Can you draw 10 millimeter parallel line wherever it intersects? Right, this distance is how much? 10 millimeter. Wait, I'll take a bigger distance so that will be visible. Okay, take 10 millimeter, draw a horizontal line and the distance between them is 10 millimeter. Okay, now you can connect these 2 points. Is it clear? Now you can measure this distance with scale. So that distance is A distance. Are you getting it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and this horizontal distance is how much? 30 millimeter. Now you can locate its center. This will be A by 2. Here also it will be A by 2. So same distance you can transfer it here. Is that clear? Now same problem, I will solve it in AutoCAD. Same problem, I will just switch my screen and I will complete in AutoCAD. Okay, simultaneous. Any difficulty in offline drawing? This has to be done on paper. This is the procedure for drawing it on a paper. It's very easy for me to show it in AutoCAD, but in actual practice you have to draw it on paper as well as on AutoCAD. अगर कॉलेज में रहते तो बोर्ड पे मैं ये ड्रॉ करके दिखा सकता था, बट अभी पता नहीं कितने लोग कर रहे हो. How many of them are seriously listening the lecture? Attendance, it is 64%. Practical attendance 64%, but sorry, 64 students are there. But I don't know if all of them are listening carefully or not. Okay, I will check randomly. You take time. You have to complete this anyhow. The assignment you have to complete it. Okay, now I will show you in AutoCAD how to complete the same problem in AutoCAD. Okay. Yes. Please mute yourself. Okay. So in AutoCAD, it is very simple to draw isometric in AutoCAD. L enter, line, draw a horizontal line first, F8. Wait. I can directly draw an object line of 30 degree incline. What are the settings which we have to do? In snap settings, you have to switch on the isometric snap. Okay, that is already there. Now I will start with this origin. Okay, I will take this 50 millimeter. Sorry, 50 millimeter, done. Then if I want to draw a vertical line, then what you have to do? Yes, anyone? If I want to draw a vertical line from this origin.
Sir, F5.
F8.
F5. Because in isometric, we have to just change the plane. That's it. Okay. Actually, it's 50 or 60. 1 second. Yes, 50 millimeter. So L enter. From this, I will draw a vertical line of 50 millimeter. Then suppose if I again I want to draw a horizontal line of 50 millimeter. Then again F5, shift the plane 50 millimeter, vertical 50 millimeter. Okay, so I have drawn a left plane. Now I will start with the right plane L. From this point I will draw. Then suppose if I want to change the plane, then you have to click F5. Okay, 100 millimeter. Keyboard is must. Keyboard is must for this. Vertical distance 20 millimeter. Then you just leave this as it is. L enter. From this point 30 millimeter, draw vertical line 30 millimeter, and then connect these 2 points. Okay, L enter. From this point F5, fix the plane 50 millimeter. Okay, connect these 2 points. Done. Then L enter. From this point 50 millimeter. Okay, see how simple this is. In AutoCAD, I can easily connect the points. L enter. From this point to this. Okay, so this is the center line now. Yes, one more thing I want to share here, that you don't have to use offset command. CO, you have to go in. Suppose if I want to draw parallel lines here. Okay, this lines I have drawn this line, but if I want to make 5 mm on this side, 5 mm on the other side, so instead of using offset, see what happens. Suppose if I use offset command, O enter, 5 millimeter distance. If I select this line right side, select this line left side, what is happening? Can you see what has happened? It has been offset, but it is not exactly at the same distance. So in that case, just keep this line different. Okay, I'll keep this line as a center line. Okay, now how exactly to draw it? Use copy command, CO enter, select this point, shift it with shift by distance 5 millimeter. Okay, 5 millimeter. Shift on the right side 5 millimeter. Done. So with the help of copy, this was the red line was the offset. Okay, we were in command and we were trying it, and this with 5 millimeter copy distance. Okay, so always keep in mind that whenever you want to draw a parallel line, you don't use the offset command in isometric, use the copy command. Then F5, shift the plane. Now you have to, so what happens? Suppose if you try to end up this line somewhere here, it will run here and there. Okay, so in such a situation, what you have to do, you have to extend, zoom it and extend. See that that green color is not showing it. Okay, the end points. So the snap setting should be off. You can off that snap setting, and you can draw and remove the excess part. Okay, trim it off. L enter. From this point again extend it beyond the line. Okay, now this was the part. Now we have to draw the slot here. For drawing a slot here also we have to follow the same method. Let us see that how to draw that. L enter. Okay, I will take this distance now 20. L enter. From this point 20 millimeter. Okay, 20 millimeter. I'll just keep this line as it is. I will delete this. 20 millimeter. Okay, from this point 15 millimeter I'll take, 15 millimeter, and I'll draw a vertical line F5. Okay, so I got the midpoint of this. Now I want exactly the distance. What exactly is that distance? So for that I will again move to my normal rectangular mode. Okay, now I am switching myself to rectangular mode. I will redraw this part. 30 millimeter. F8. From this point, I want to draw incline line led with the inclination 20, angle 45. Okay, same thing on the other side. L enter. 20 millimeter, angle 90 plus 45, 135. Okay, so that this angle will be 45, 45. So I have drawn 45, 45 angle. So you can check. Okay, this angle is 45. Similarly, this angle is how much? 45. Okay, now I will use offset command of 10 millimeter distance. I will make an offset line. L enter from this point. Connecting. Okay, now I will use the distance, linear distance from these 2 points. How much is that distance? 50 millimeter. In earlier year, what I have done, I was using a normal method. So I have drawn. So we got the dimension. Yes. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Is there any disturbance? Pratham. Okay. Okay. So we got that distance 50. So now I have drawn it in normal plane and we have calculated that distance as 50 millimeter. Okay. Now again, we'll switch ourselves to isometric mode. Done. Yes. Now you can take this distance. How much is the horizontal distance? F8 should be on first of all. Then this distance is how much? Okay, I'll delete this line. L and the horizontal distance will be 50, 25 millimeter. Okay, I just take a point there. L enter from this point also. How much is that distance? 25 millimeter. So that total distance is 50. Then I'll and delete this part. L enter from this point, 15 millimeter, connect it with this point. Sorry. L enter. Similarly here, L enter from this point, 15 millimeter, and then you can connect with this point. Okay. And then after that, this lines were just for reference. So I can remove that. This edge is also just for reference. I can trim it off. Okay. This line is also for reference, which we have drawn. I can cut this line as a center line. And if you want to retain, you can retain the other line also. So from this point, you can just connect these two. Here also you can connect these 2 points. Okay. So I have drawn that slot. Now I want to show this edge, right? F5, change the plane, extend it beyond that line, use TR double enter trim and trim it off. Okay. So this was the portion which I have drawn in the isometric. So the same problem, I have drawn it on paper as well as I have drawn it on isometric. Okay. So now I want to draw this circle. So circle in isometric, what was the command? In yesterday I have shown you the command. What is that command?
Ellipse.
Ellipse.
Okay, if I want to draw a circle in isometric, you have to use ellipse command. So you have to type ellipse, enter. What is the next step?
I
enter, then specific enter point. Yes. Now what is happening? See, it is not drawn on the top plane, right? So what will
change the plane?
Yes, change the plane, F5. Okay, now specify the radius. How much is the radius? Can anyone tell me the radius? How much is the radius?
15.
15.
Yes. Yes. So I have drawn that. Now I will use trim option, TR double enter, I'll remove this portion, I will remove this part. Okay. Now I want to draw the bottom part. How you are going to draw the bottom part? Can I use the offset command? Which command I have to use? If same curve, I have to draw it at the bottom. Can anyone guess?
Copy.
Yes, copy command you have to use. So first I will draw a vertical line. Right. Just I'll take a reference, TR double enter, trim this. So I'll get C enter, CO enter, select the base point, copy it. Okay. I'll enter from this point, draw line, connect it vertical. Okay. Now this portion won't be visible. Okay. This small portion, use trim command, and this portion you can remove it off. So this is the actual problem. So here we have completed that problem. Okay. This is the solution for this particular problem. No need to show the dimensional. Okay. There is not required, dimensions are not required. Only this much part is required. Is that clear? Any difficulty in isometric? Same problem I have drawn it on paper. Okay. And same problem I have drawn it in isometric. Okay. In isometric, to draw a circle, it was very easy for me because I was using an ellipse command. Now let us come back to our conventional method. Let us draw a circle, isometric circle. So before that, what I'll do, okay, I will first show you the method how to draw a circle in isometric. I'll just take a blank sheet. Yes. Everyone please concentrate. For reference purpose, what I'll do, I'll take a block first. I'll first take a cube. Okay, yesterday also I have practiced on a cube, right? So here also I'll take cube first. 100 millimeter random cube I am preparing first. Okay, now I am not using the scale, so please understand that. Okay, it is a cube. Okay. So if I want to draw a circle on a top surface, what you have to do? Okay, I want to make a cylinder here, curvature of 100 radius. So this is of 100 millimeter. This is of 100 millimeter. This is again 100 millimeter. Also, this is again 100 millimeter. So first step is to connect the diagonal. Please note it down. First step is to connect the major diagonal. There are two diagonal for this rhombus, so you have to connect the major diagonal. So for drawing purpose, I'll name A, B, C, D. I have four corner points, A, B, C, D. I want to draw a circle at the top. Okay. Then after that, AC is the major diagonal, BD is the minor diagonal. Okay. Then find out the midpoint of any two sides, here and here. I have found out the AD, midpoint of AD and midpoint of BC. Then connect that midpoint. Name this point as M, this point as N. Okay. MN. I will erase this 100 so to avoid the confusion. MN. Connect M to B, connect D to N. Okay, connect M to B, D to N. After connecting those points, you will get two new points. Okay, the intersection of diagonal and those midpoint. I will name this as 1 and this is point 2. Okay. Now in compass, please note it down. In compass, you have to take radius which is equal to 1 to M. Take radius which is equal to 1 to M and draw a curve selecting point 1 as a center. So select 1 as a center, take radius 1 to M in the compass and draw an arc up to here. Similarly, 2 to and draw 1 second. both dimensions will be same. Both the dimensions will be same. It will be a symmetric curve. So select 1 to m in the compass, draw the curve. Similarly, select 2 to m, 2 to n in the compass and draw the curve. This to point 2 as the center. Then next is select b to m as a radius. B to m as a radius, point B as a center and draw an arc. Select D as a center and radius which is equal to D to n, which will be similar to B to m. Okay, same radius it will be having. Draw curvature. Okay, so here you will get a circle. Okay, this will be the method to draw the circle in isometry. Did you get it? Yes.
सर वो थर्ड और फोर्थ आर्क का वापस
Third and fourth arc, right? So for drawing this arc, I will just undo. यहां तक समझा? हेलो, यहां तक
Yes, sir.
किसी को डिफिकल्टी है? Okay, now take radius compass B to M. B to M. Take radius in a compass B to M. Okay. Select point B as a center. मतलब जो pointed है वो B पे रखना है और B से लेके M तक डिस्टेंस अपने कंपस में लेना है. कंपस मतलब राउंडर, मराठी मध्ये कर्कटक. ओके, सो B to M. Then draw an arc. Okay, so B सेंटर लेके आर्क ड्रॉ करो. रेडियस B to M, तो ये ऐसे यहाँ पे कनेक्ट हो जाएगा. करोगे तो एकदम स्मूथ कर्व दिखेगा. सिमिलरली D to N, कंपास लो, D से लेके N तक का डिस्टेंस लो और ड्रॉ करो. ओके, रेडियस कितना लेना है? D to N लेना है. सेंटर किसको लेना है? D को. ओके, सो नाउ फॉर प्रैक्टिस पर्पस ड्रॉ. चलो, एवरीवन विल ड्रॉ नाउ. ड्रॉ सर्कल in isometric. Diameter 100. If I want to draw a circle in isometric diameter 100, what will be my first step? First step will be draw a 100 millimeter square first. Okay, 100, 100, 100, 100. Then okay, then find out the midpoint of two sides. Draw the midpoint and the other 2 points. Select the centers. Draw the curvature. Radius. Here also you have to select the center. These as a radius and draw curvature. And connect it. So everyone will draw this now. I want this. ये solution मुझे अब भी चाहिए सबके book में. चलो, start drawing. I will give 5. Hardly it will take 5 minutes, but now the time is 3:17 p.m. Okay, I will check at 3:27. Everyone, I want that drawing this isometric circle at 3:27. 10 minutes is more than enough. And you please note down these steps. Note down this enough so that it to you to start it. Okay, and those who complete this, start drawing this, the problem. Okay, on paper you have to start drawing this. Your time starts now. I hope everyone is drawing.
हेलो सर.
Yes.
सर वो एग्जाम में आइसोमेट्रिक का क्वेश्चन कैसे पूछेंगे?
आइसोमेट्रिक का क्वेश्चन ये ऐसे, इसका ये क्वेश्चन रहेगा. ये क्वेश्चन है. Draw isometric view of a given question.
Okay, sir.
देखना है, पेपर दिखाता हूँ, रुको, यूनिवर्सिटी के पेपर्स दिखाता हूँ. लैपटॉप हैंग हो गया. ओके, क्वेश्चन पेपर्स. ये ऐसे तुम्हारा पेपर रहता है. Okay, so see, the question paper will be somewhat like this. Okay, the only thing is that in your, yes, it will be 60 marks question. Question number 1 is compulsory and answer any. The pattern will be slightly different due to online exam. This is for offline exam. All dimensions are in mm. As you use stable data wherever required, use pencil only to draw the diagram, use only first angle projection method, retain all the construction line. So this is the projection of engineering curves. Then this question is on orthographic projection, 9 marks. This is for sectional orthographic projection, 6 marks, 4 marks, 4 marks, 1 marks. So total marks 15. See, sectional front view, top view, right hand side view. Insert 10, at least 10 dimension. Then pentagonal pyramid, 15 marks, projection of solids. Then this is on hexagonal prism project. This is question of isometric. A figure shows a front view and top view of an object. Draw an isometric view of a given object using natural scale. So we are using a natural scale. Same scale we are drawing. So front view and left hand side view given. You can observe the origin. Here is the origin. Okay, this is the origin. So 9 marks question. There are 2 questions of isometric. This again 6 marks question. Okay, draw an isometric view of a given front view and left hand side view given. These 2 views are given. You have to draw an isometric view. Okay, this isometric circle. Yes, done with that circle in isometric.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Uh, please show me. On करके दिखा. Okay, do one thing. We are having our FEC group, right? EG group. You paste the photo there. Okay. Only one diagram received in WhatsApp group. You please post the photo. Those who have completed, start with that isometric drawing on paper. Start with that isometric drawing. Shivam, there is no such facility of importing all the layer settings from one drawing to another. What you can do is you save as that drawing, okay? And whatever first drawing, if you are drawn, after that you can redraw the second drawing and you can delete it, okay? Select Control A. First you save as that file with some other name, and then Control A and delete all the content of that file so that you will get all the import layers in that file, okay? Okay, now stop drawing. I hope my entire screen is available. Now let us continue with that first problem. Now in that, we have to draw a semicircle. Now how to draw that semicircle? Let us see that now. Okay, is my screen visible? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now if I want to draw a semicircle here, how much is the diameter of that semicircle? Sorry, radius 15 millimeter, and this total length is 50 millimeter. Okay, so everyone please stop drawing. I will explain how to draw it on a plain paper, because in AutoCAD we have easily drawn with the help of layers. We are center point. Okay, so this is the center. From that center, you draw 30 millimeter, 30 degree inclined line. Okay, draw 30 degree inclined line. Just I'll use the scale. Okay, and on that, take the distance of 15 millimeter on right side, 15 millimeter on the left side. Means on this side 15 millimeter, on the other side 15 millimeter. Similarly, you take 15 millimeter distance. Okay, just take a point. I will draw a faint projection. This light color means it is a projection line. Okay, please take care of that, just as a reference. Okay, so now what I have done, see, this distance is 15 millimeter. Here the distance is 15 and this distance is 15. So I have located 4 points. After that, change the angle. Okay, already 15 millimeter you have taken here. Connect it like this. Similarly, on this side, you connect it. So we can draw a square in isometric. Okay, we have drawn a square in isometric. I'll delete this 15, 15, 15, 15. Okay, and you can connect the line. Okay, so how much is the dimensions for this square? It is total 30. On the, so this is 15 on that side, 15 on this side. Okay, and total is 30 because the diameter is 30 millimeter. After drawing this, you connect the major diagonal. Okay, connect the major diagonal. It will be passing through the center point. Okay, after that, already the midpoint is there. You connect these 2 points. Okay, then select, instead of drawing the complete circle, what we are going to draw is draw only the half portion. Don't draw the complete circle, only draw the half portion of that. And selecting this as a center, connect it up to here. Okay, so this portion I can, only the half portion you have to draw. To draw bottom face, how we are going to draw the bottom surface, that we are going to check. Okay, so for drawing it, yes, everyone please listen carefully. For drawing the bottom surface, what we are going to do, okay, you already, we have a point with us. You shift this point vertically downwards with a distance of 50 millimeter. How much distance we are going to shift this point vertically downwards? The center we are going to shift by 50 millimeter. This is called a shift center. Okay, shifting it by 50 millimeter. Okay, I'll take a 50 millimeter distance, okay, and I have shifted it exactly vertically downward. Then from this point, I will draw a vertical line. Here you will get a vertical line. Similarly, from this point, you will get a vertical line. Okay. Then already the point has been shifted, right? Radius from here to here, whichever radius you draw this bigger curve, the same radius you have to select, selecting this new point as a center and draw an arc. And it will be somewhat up to here. Okay. So the lower portion we can reflect that. Are you getting it? You don't have to again redraw this complete rhombus at the bottom. You can shift this center by 50 millimeters and draw the curvature. That's it. Any difficulty in this problem? Yes?
No, sir.
Okay. So you have to practice this problem for homework. And everyone has to keep this homework ready in their classwork book. You have to solve this in classwork book. Solve in classwork book. Okay. First you solve in the classwork, because this same problem you have to redraw it in your assignment book also. But before that, you have to solve it in the classwork book. Okay. And whenever I complete both the problems of the assignment, then you can, okay, the second problem is there. So when we complete both the problems of assignment, then you can solve it in the assignment book. Is that clear? Okay. So let's here. I will share the recording, today's recording. Okay, so you can refer this and you can practice this problem in AutoCAD as well as on plain paper. So this was regarding the isometric projection. Okay, I hope everyone has posted the attendance. Thank you for attending the practical session. And thank you.
So you will upload this recording now only?
Yes, I will upload. It takes some time for downloading that recording. Okay. Now I have.
Sir, in AutoCAD